Today is a big day. Today I turn 38. Yeah, the big 38. And honestly, I'm grateful. Grateful for every lesson, every loss, every victory, every heartbreak, every healed wound, every closed door, every prayer God answered, and every prayer He lovingly said no to. These last 38s have shaped me into a man that is still growing, still healing, still learning, and still becoming. So for my birthday, I didn't just want to post pictures. I wanted to leave wisdom. I wanted to leave reflection. I wanted to leave encouragement for anybody trying to grow through life while following God at the same time. This isn't just a birthday video. This is 38 years of lessons, leadership, mistakes, healing, laughter, faith, resilience, and grace. And if there's one thing I know now more than ever before, God can do extraordinary things with ordinary men who keep saying yes. So this is welcome to chapter 38. So y'all listen, I'm 38, which is wild because mentally I'm still somewhere between young visionary and I need to stretch before getting out of bed. Listen, at 21, I thought 38 was old. Now I'm like, nah, 38 ain't old. It's seasoned, it's premium, it's spiritual hardwood. And after 3 decades of life, leadership, and healing, mistakes, growth, grief, prayer, student meetings, podcast episodes, literally random back pain, and realizing that drinking water actually matters, I just wanted to share what I've learned. Lesson 1, God will humble you lovingly. When I was younger, I thought I had life figured out. Then adulthood said, surprise, surprise. I learned that God would absolutely bless you, but He will humble you because your ego cannot go where your purpose is trying to take you. Some prayers were answered, some prayers were delayed, and some prayers got a heavenly absolutely not. And honestly, I say thank you, God, for the prayers you ignored because younger me was spiritually unserious. Lesson 2. Peace is expensive. At 38, I finally understand why older people protect their peace so aggressively. If it disturbs my peace, my discernment, my sleep, my cholesterol, or my relationship with Jesus, I don't want one piece of it. Some of y'all call it isolation. I call it premium emotional security. Lesson 3. Your body starts sending emails. Listen, y'all. Nobody warned me that your 30s are basically your body sending formal complaints. Sleep wrong, injury. Eat one cinnamon roll too late at night, acid reflux revival service. Sit too long, your knees start sounding like microwave popcorn. And suddenly all your friends are talking about air fryers, vitamins, and magnesium glycinate. Listen, that magnesium glycinate, y'all, listen, y'all got to get that thing right there. Listen, it is divine, it's heavenly. I don't care what you got to do. You got to take some of that. I ain't had the best sleep. Listen, okay, just try it out. Magnesium glycinate. I don't even know if I said that right. Magnesium glycinate. Yeah, there it is. Magnesium glycinate. You got to go get you some of that. Add that to your routine. Shoot. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm trying to drop some wisdom on y'all, trying to help y'all in your life. Start now. Go get it. Anyway. Lesson 4. Therapy, prayer, and Jesus are a powerful combo. One thing I learned, you need Jesus, and sometimes you also need therapy. Because being saved doesn't automatically mean your trauma disappeared. God heals spiritually, but sometimes healing also looks like accountability, conversations, rest, naps, boundaries, and finally admitting, that actually affected me. Lesson 5, discipline changes everything. I learned motivation is cute, but discipline changes lives. Nobody feels motivated every day. Sometimes you pray tired, you work tired, you lead tired, you heal tired, you go to the gym tired. I went to the gym tired this morning. And sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is keep showing up consistently. Lesson 6, community matters. I've learned you cannot do life alone. Men especially, we struggle in silence too much. Brotherhood matters. I'm so thankful for the men that are in my life that check up on me, that push me, that challenge me. Community matters. People who can tell you the truth matters, because if all your friends only hype you up and never correct you, you don't have brothers. You have a PR team. Lesson 7, healing isn't linear. I thought healing would look like one prayer and one immediate victory. Sometimes healing actually looks like crying, praying, laughing, processing, healing again, and then realizing 6 months later, wait, I actually am growing. Lesson 8, success means different things now. When I was younger, success looked like titles, money, recognition, and achievement. Now, success is peace, good health, real friendships, a healthy mind, purpose, joy, loving people well, and being able to go to sleep without anxiety fighting me at 2 a.m. Listen, y'all, I be putting on the full armor of God at night. You should try it. And that goes into the next lesson. Lesson 9. Spiritual warfare is real, so stop playing defense. One thing I learned for real, y'all, in my 30s, spiritual warfare is not a metaphor. It is warfare. The enemy is after your mind, your peace, your purpose, your family, your discipline, your focus, your identity, your relationships, and your calling. And I learned you cannot be passive about protecting your soul. You got to pray aggressively, guard your mind aggressively, protect your peace aggressively, set boundaries aggressively, remove distractions aggressively. Some doors don't need to be cracked open. Some habits don't need one more time. Some environments don't deserve access to you anymore. You got to say access denied. And let me help somebody. Every battle isn't the devil. I know I'm messing with your theology. Sometimes it's exhaustion. Sometimes it's unhealed trauma. Sometimes it's poor discipline. Sometimes it's your own choices and you're dealing with the consequences. But the enemy absolutely knows how to exploit what you refuse to confront. That's why healing matters. That's why accountability matters. That's why prayer matters. That's why discernment matters. At 38, I've learned this. The enemy doesn't need you destroyed. He just needs you distracted long enough to disconnect from who God calls you to be. So protect your spirit, protect your focus, protect your assignment, and make hell nervous every time you wake up. Lesson 10, God really does keep you. This one right here, y'all, listen, this is personal. He's waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. He's my God. That is who he is. Because I've had moments where I was exhausted, moments where I was grieving, moments where I didn't know what was next, moments where I smiled publicly while privately trying to hold myself together. And somehow God still sustained me. That's the miracle. Not a perfect life, but a faithful God. So here's to 38, to growth, to healing, to wisdom, to becoming, to laughing more, to loving better, to protecting peace, and to becoming the man God called me to be. And honestly, if I've learned anything after 38 years, it's drink more water, stretch before workouts, forgive people quicker, go to therapy, pray about everything, and never trust a quick meeting at work. I'm still growing, still healing, I'm still becoming. I'm just an ordinary man with an extraordinary God. God bless.